Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers going to work. Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. And it's heating up. Things are heating up. These prophecies are starting to. The Apostle Tahar coined this year as the year of turning it up. And things are getting turned up. Start off with Jeremiah, let's see, 49 and let's go with 13. Jeremiah 49 and 13. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord YAHAWASHI, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities shall be a perpetual waste. And Basra is America. All right. Let me read that again. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord YAHAWASHI, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. And he swears by that. The Lord is a man. YAHAWASHI, the Lord means what he says, and he says what he means. Okay, World War III is on the horizon. In fact, World War III really already began back when 9/11 happened. That was the beginnings of World War III. It's just now the bombs haven't started dropping yet. I read a news report. It was the Chinese warplanes. They flew by Taiwan. Like they flew over it. In fact, I read numerous reports of them doing that. That's a threat. You know what I'm saying? That's a threat. You know, they flying by, you know what I'm saying? Those warplanes. Imagine that. Armed warplanes, bro. You know, that's like, you know, if you in a gang or something and you in the Crips and the Bloods, they drive by. They don't do nothing, but they just drive by. They point the gun out the window, you know what I'm saying? That's a threat. So even if they just drive by. So things are heating up. Revelations 9 and 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes hereafter. One woe is past. World War I, woe means destruction. There come two woes more hereafter. All right? And that's what's about to happen, bro. World War III is about to jump off. They got more and more news reports of Russians building up more and more of their military on Belarus and on the Ukraine border. And okay, they ain't doing that for nothing, bro. They get ready to fight out there. It's getting ready to jump off. So just real quick, lunch break here. But now the United States, they're evacuating the embassy out there, and also Israel. See how they see how NATO and America planted their flag out there in Ukraine. Ukraine was a part of the old Soviet Union. And what happened when the Soviet Union went bankrupt, because that's what happened. America had more money, more credit. So it was that Cold War. America was able to buy more weapons. And the more weapons America bought, the more weapons the Soviets bought. And eventually, it came to a point where they couldn't do it anymore, and they went broke. And all those countries, they broke up. And Ukraine was one of them. Remember back in early 2000, Georgia, the Russians took back Georgia. I think it was like 2007, 2008, I can't remember. But Uzbekistan, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, all those countries was part of the old Soviet Union. And also, there's another report, I don't have it up here, where the Russians are putting one of their guys in charge in Ukraine. It's just like the United States was doing with his clients. What is it called? I can't forget the name of it, but when the Russians are doing the same thing the United States have been doing, going to other countries, taking out their leaders, and putting in someone that'll benefit the United States, that'll fit their interests. And that's what's happening right now. The Russians are doing a similar thing, similar tactic. So I just wanted to go to a real quick Also in Sweden too. All right, there's an island called Gotland Island, which was the Vikings, which were us. The Vikings used to. It's a waterway in between Sweden. I forget the other country. I think it's Finland. There's a waterway right there, and the Russians, they want to control that area to get their ships through there. And so now they're over there in Sweden, those guys are ready to fight over there. It's about to get down. It's about to get real bad, man. And eventually, that's going to come here to America. And also, I read a report where, and this has been happening for a while, Russian warplanes up in Alaska. So, in fact, I remember reading an article not too long ago where they talked about like one of the American Air Force pilots up there in Alaska said that if the Russians want to make a move on us, we can't do nothing about it. So let me go ahead and just do this real quick. And let's see here what I got here. We start in Matthew 24. And I think we're going to start at 8. No, still like it. Let me start at 6. Matthew's 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Yeah, we're hearing that now. And see that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and pestilences, that you know what I'm talking about, and earthquakes, we've been having lots of those, in diverse places. All of these things are the beginnings of sorrows. So, something else, it was, just slipped my mind. Let's go into Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the Lord YAHAWASHI, power or upon the sinful kingdom. Now, the sinful kingdom is America. The Lord got his eyes set on this kingdom to destroy it. It's like the Russians got their eyes set on Ukraine. Okay. Behold, the eyes of the Lord YAHAWASHI are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord YAHAWASHI. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like corn is sifted in the sieve, and yet shall not the least grain fall upon earth. So, when the Lord destroy this place, it's going to be like Esau never existed. He's gonna smoke this place. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go into Joel 3 and 9 and 12, and eventually it's going to be here. You know, lots of people having visions about America being invaded and all this stuff. I've had visions the same. Okay, I had a vision that the Russians was invading America, and I was surrounded by them, and they were killing folks all around me, just killing. And I was near some like a forest on the outskirts of town, and they would kill everybody, which reminds me of the scripture, thousands shall fall at once at your left side and 10,000 at their right, but you should be saved out of it, roughly paraphrasing. And the spirit just said, get down on the ground, get your ass down. So I got down, just laid down. I was pretending like I was dead, and one of them stepped right over my ass. Then the spirit said, get up, move. And I went through the forest, like I started crawling, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord lifted up the standard, bro. Say, so Joel 3, and we'll start at verse 9. Proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord YAHAWASHI. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of YAHAWASHI. That's the Hebrew word for Jehoshaphat, YAHAWASHI, which is God's judgment. For there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about. And the heathen are the other nations, the so-called Chinese, the Japanese, the Edomites. And the judge means to kill. He's going to destroy them. Okay? Let's talk about the heathens here. Let's see. Let's go into and so when it says, when it goes back up here to verse 10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. The swords, the modern day sword is missiles, gun, the other weapons that they have. And it says, let the weak say I'm strong. So a lot of these nations for a long time, America was the dominant, America and Russia, Soviet Union, but mainly America was the global superpower, global hegemony. And they had the missiles, the weapons, they had nuclear weapons, and all the bombs, and everybody else didn't have nothing. But now other nations have got these weapons as well. Okay. Let's see. Go to Ezekiel 38. And start at verse 2. Start at verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, which is the Russia, and the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesies against them. And say, thus saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Now, what that means is, the Lord YAHAWASHI is waking up that old bear, the Russian bear. He's waking up that he's bringing back that old Cold War, Soviet Union against America spirit. That's what's happening. That's what it means when he put hooks in their jaws. He's bringing them back. He's rising them up. See, verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, which is their military, the tanks, all of them clothed in all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So someone who doesn't have understanding these scriptures, they think it's about sword. No, it's talking about the modern day sword, which is the missiles and so on and so forth. The prophets was using ancient terminology to describe futuristic weapons that they were seeing. Verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Tamar of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Let's see. It's talking about the other nations. Now also they were saying, one of the brothers, I was listening to one of the brothers, GMS, and he was saying that, which is a good point, was what I would do if I was a military guy, a general. First of all, the United States military is soft. They got women in their military, bro. They got paternity clothes for women in the military. What the? You know what I'm saying? Got these goofy ass Edomites up in the military that are transsexuals and all this kind of shit. Soft, and the other nations know that. Why give them a reason to come in here and fuck them up, right? I mean, shit. If I had an army, man, I wouldn't have none of that. Hell no. My guys would be on point. I ain't playing, man. My men would be tough, bro. They'll be the toughest of the tough. It'd be like 300. You know what I'm saying? But they were saying that the brother was saying, I forget his name, that they want to hit Taiwan. They might. I'm not saying they gonna do this, but this would be a good strategy. Hit Taiwan, hit Israel. Have Iran and Russia hit Israel, have China hit Taiwan, and have the Russians hit Belarus and Ukraine, and maybe even America at the same time. You know what I'm saying? See, you know what I'm saying? Shock and awe, man. Hit them all at the same time. Hit them all from every angle, bro. That'll put them in a even though the Americans, the United States already got their military in place, but I mean that's what that brother was saying, which makes a lot of sense. Let's see here. See, let's go to Nahum 3 and 5. Behold, I'm against thee, said the Lord Yahawashi of hosts, and I will discover the skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nation thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shames, which is happening now. Look at American critical race theory, how they're exposing the wickedness of America. America are the biggest hypocrites. They go around talking about other nations doing, other nations, war crimes against their people. Okay, what about what you've done to these people, to the Israelites here in America? You know what I'm saying? America has the biggest the longest record, the worst record of human rights violations in the world, of all these countries combined, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, America's still been going around doing shit. It didn't stop with this, just us. Okay, got a hell of a nerve, man. I remember with Dirte, he said that. He was interviewed by this Edomite American reporter, and the old Edomite got up and said, "What about your human rights violation against your own people?" The American reporter said that, and Dirte said, "Sir, we have TVs here in the Philippines." This is what he said. "We got televisions. We see with our own eyes what your police officers are doing right now, killing unarmed black men, so-called black men in America. And you got to help a nerd to come up here and tell me what the fuck we doing." Hypocrites, man. The scriptures talk about this is a hypocritical nation. So I just wanted to just kind of bring that up real quick. I got a bunch of other precepts, but I'm not gonna keep these. I try to keep these videos short. But Scripture said, through much tribulation we must enter into the kingdom of heaven. So it's about to get real bad. This is heating up, just like the Apostle Jahar said. And see, the Lord put the Spirit on him to say that, and I agree. You know what I'm saying? So all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakadash, Shalom.